All right, guys, super excited that you're here. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day. I know time is precious, and I am going to do this really quickly. Respect your time, and I'm going to answer questions at the end. If you want to ask any questions and you may not remember it, you feel free to type it in the chat box, and we'll get to it at the end as well. Or you can unmute, or you can just get back with whoever invited you to this Zoom so you can get rocking and rolling. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. I created some slides for you. I do have a little bit of squirrel brain, so this is why I created slides, and for you guys to be able to really just kind of see what I'm talking about. So tonight we are going to talk about who we are as Pruvit and as a company, as a community, our product, our ketone conversation, and why this ketone conversation is super amazing, our system for attracting people and talking about this ketone conversation, our strategy on social media, how you can really utilize that, and the tools we also have, so you don't have to be an expert and you don't need to know what beta hydroxybutyrate is or any like weird doctor conditions you might have to ask. And then we're going to talk about at the end how to get started. There's so many different ways to get started, whether you want your ketones for free, whether you haven't even started on ketones, or you want to just jump right in and join as a promoter. Before I get to all of that, I just have to talk about some legal stuff. So first and foremost, we cannot cure, prevent disease. I can't answer any medical questions. All the medical testimonies and things like that are our opinions alone. So if you have big toe itis and you want to take ketones, you know, it may or may not cure it, but based on this legal disclaimer, I definitely cannot say that it will. So there's that. And then earnings, we might talk a little bit about money, and it really is fundamentally based on your effort. We can't like guarantee that you're going to make $1 million tomorrow. But what I can say is that if you follow the systems, the strategies, and utilize the tools, you will see success. So there is that. So who am I to really be talking about all of this fun stuff? So I'm a $100,000 a month rank 7 pro champ. That just means that our team and our community has sold over $100,000 in 1 month, and we do this quite often. Who else am I? I am a proven success story. Guys, when I tell you that before ketones, I was tired all the time. I was miserable. I had some inflammatory issues. I could barely walk. I had my roommate helping me to the bathroom. It was a disaster. I was trapped in like a 90-year-old body, and I'm only 34. Well, I was 30-something at the time, but you know what I mean. So here's the deal. When I first tried ketones, I started with a 5-day experience. That 5-day experience totally changed my entire life, but I always said I will never promote your MLM stuff, Rose. That was my verbiage the entire time. I was like, I'll only be a customer. I'll only be a customer. I don't want to share it. I'm never posting this on Facebook, even though this changed my whole life. So it took a couple talking to about it. And then finally, once the promoter packs went on sale, I was like, all right, let's get me some ketones in bulk. I was like, well, and I also just spent all of my money. So how can I make some of it back? And I just started posting on Facebook, and realistically, it just started to turn into this whole thing. And now here we are selling $100,000 a month in less than 2 years. So when I say that I'm totally unemployable, that just basically means that my entire life, I always knew I didn't want to work in a cubicle. I didn't want to have to check in and check out with a boss. I always felt like I didn't belong in an office. I was just miserable, and this was my life. Not to mention I was really, really sick, and I needed doctor's appointments, and the people that I was working for never really understood that I needed the time to go to physical therapy and go to doctor's appointments. And like, I just felt like I was locked in a cage in terms of my finances. I was never going to make a bunch of money that I wanted to support the lifestyle that I wanted. And it just really, I just always knew that I was destined for more. I just never knew really how to get there until Pruvit actually came along. And the financial stuff and the time freedom stuff and everything like that, of course, that is obviously like one or a couple benefits. But one thing I want to drill home is that I always felt like I never was good enough at anything. I never felt like, I would stare at spreadsheets and then like mess up, and then my boss would be mad at me. And then like, I just always felt like in this state of stress that I never was going to be able to be good at anything. And come to find out, this thing changed my whole perspective on that as well, because all I have to do is show up every day and talk about ketones and be my goofy, weird, quick talking self that flubs on my words sometimes when I'm doing PowerPoints, okay? But hopefully you can feel my energy and understand where I'm coming from. So that's what I mean about that. So whether you're here for that reason or whatever, you're here obviously for a reason. So when I say that you are home, you really are home. What I absolutely love, and speaking of home, is that we are Team Pruvit. We are a family. We are a community. I love what our CEO always says. This is our company. We can do whatever we want. He takes suggestions seriously. I have his phone number if I really need to. And when we went to an event, and as you can see in our picture, like, we all love and support each other, whether you're short, tall, skinny, working on your fat loss, wherever you are, you can't walk like a normal person like me. It doesn't really matter. You fit in and you belong. And what I absolutely love is this person stood up at the company event and said, these products bring us together, but the community keeps us here. So like I said before, whether or not you are looking for more recognition, you really want to start a business, you really want to get out of that cubicle, wherever you're at in your journey, if you just want to get free ketones, it doesn't really matter to us. We just want you a part of our community, because you're obviously here listening to this conversation because you do love ketones, or you want to start on ketones, or wherever you're at, we want to meet you there and just make sure that you are really just doing your thing on your journey. So why Pruvit? So I absolutely love our company. Like I said, our CEO is amazing. I would follow him blind anywhere. But from a business perspective, our manufacturing and production are all owned by us. So we are constantly able to innovate. We have new products and new flavors. How much are you guys loving all of the new flavors? Just give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, we have all these new products. We have these new flavors. What I also love is that we have our amazing website and marketing technology. Guys, when I tell you, when we first started, it was a hot mess express. So you guys are getting in at a great time, because all of our stuff is really dialed in. It's super up to speed with technology. We have amazing social media, our Pruvit Pulse app and our Pruvit TV app. I definitely would suggest jumping in and downloading those and getting those on their phone. I'll explain a little bit more about those in a few minutes. And all of our products are 100% bioavailable. It's patented. No other product can even touch what we have. It is literally just an amazing thing. And what I also love is that we are not even globally launched yet. So yes, we are available in Asia, Australia, Canada, and about to launch in Mexico, but there's so many more countries that we have not even expanded to yet. So we are just hitting the ground running now. Like I said before, all of our products are patented and innovative. The Keto Reboot, the Keto Up, all of those products. This slide's completely outdated and I just made it 2 days ago. So it definitely is really awesome that we just have flavor after flavor and option after option. So there is really something for everyone. Look at this ketone conversation in this slide. I absolutely love this. So 5/25/15. We started Pruvit, and then as you can tell, the word ketosis, and then if you look up ketones and everything else, it's all kind of the same way, but I didn't want to bore you with a whole bunch of slides, and plus these slides really just give me anxiety anyways, but you can just tell the trending thing right here, it just goes up and up and up. So since Pruvit started, there's no coincidence that ketones, ketosis is an easy conversation. So yes, it's trending, and most people are hearing really about the diet, and they're freaking out because they don't want to give up their pizza, but guess what? People don't know that you can drink ketones and still eat pizza. Does that mean that you can eat pizza all the time and expect to lose 100 pounds? No, but it does mean that you can still live a little bit of a higher carb lifestyle and reap the benefits of being in ketosis. So this makes our business model really, really, really easy. It makes our conversation really easy. Our conversation really starts with, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? And most people are going to be like, well, I don't know. And it's a great way to start the conversation and get on in there with our information about pure therapeutic ketones. So how do we do this? Okay, so we do this by not being weird. So how many of you guys really have just like turned on your Facebook and you're like, okay, it's in the morning, and then you're scrolling and then somebody's posting a gosh darn flyer about like their looking for models, and you have to pay to be a model, and they're posting their link for CBD oil everywhere, and it's just really freaking annoying, right? I know, yeah, I see everybody's hand has been up. Okay, so we don't want you to be a weirdo. We don't want you to do that. I'm pretty sure that everybody that is a promoter that is listening right now knows that we do not do that and has been trained properly to not do that, because it doesn't work. So what we have developed as a company is this amazing thing. So don't be an ace, just ace, okay? You attract people to the conversation. How do you attract people through the conversation? So whether you're shaking up your shaker bottle in Starbucks, or attracting people through cool posts that are what sounds like you and not cut and pasted from wherever, you attract people to you so you can have the conversation. So you can start the conversation by saying, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? It's that freaking easy. Then you connect them with resources that I will go over in a second, but you connect them to those resources so you don't have to be the expert. I didn't know what beta hydroxybutyrate was. I probably slurred that word like I was drunk on tequila like 18,000 times when I first started. I didn't know what fermented leucine was, but over time you do learn. But as a new person here, whether you're trying to get your ketones for free or starting a business, you don't need to be an expert, because we have these tools to connect with. And then you get them on an experience. The experience, how many of you guys started on a 5 or a 10-day experience? Yep, all of you. Most of you, or the brand new ones that are about ready to get started on one. You experience the ketones. What I love about our products is they actually work. And within 5 or 10 days, you are going to feel some sort of benefit that is going to pretty much change your life. So what is our system? So personally, I'm pretty sure that everybody on here has been in a Facebook group. What I absolutely love is that I've trained pretty much our entire community on how to add, tag, message, or ATM. So this is my group. So if you're joining on somebody else's team, they probably have a group as well with a learning section. And that learning section has all of the information, all of the resources, and everything that you need. So you can tag somebody inside that information, and you don't need to be the expert. And then after you tag them in the information, you're going to message them and say, hey, I just messaged you, or I just tagged you in the information. Can you let me know when you read it? It's that simple, guys. So, and then also just want to hit home about the ad part. You don't just go invite and add all of your people in there and hope to God they want it. You first do the attract part, ask them permission, and then add them, and then tag them. And then the follow-up, make sure you're following up. But as you can tell here in my personal group, we have 4,946 comments on our Pure Therapeutic Ketone info section. You get to utilize that, again, whether you're joining as a promoter or trying to get free product. Invite people, add people, tag them, message them, follow up, because you can't just tag someone and then never follow up. That's like inviting somebody to a dance and then leaving them for the prom king, right? So no, you want to make sure that you're following up with them. And then that'll be your success. So we can train you on a deeper level on that once you let us know where you're at. But I absolutely love Pruvit because our tools are so amazing. You do get your own custom store with your own referrer link. You can make up your referrer link to Ketone Crazy, or if that's available, or whatever, .shopketo.com. That is your custom store where people buy. So like I was saying before, you get people on a 5 and 10-day experience. Then after they have their experience, they're going to be like, Kat, can you give me this super awesome stuff? I need more of it, like before I run out. And then they're going to go to your shop link and they're going to purchase, and then you're going to get either commissions or credit for free product, okay? Also, your cloud office, this is obviously where you order, but once you become a promoter, you have all of these tools in the back office under the rewards tab, under the community tab. We will train you on all of that once it's time, but you get to log in here and utilize that as well. So lastly, the corporate resources that I have, that we have for you is our Facebook corporate headquarters runs that one. That's super amazing. There's Facebook Lives on there with doctors and educators and researchers. And then we have our Instagram, which is super awesome. Corporate stuff that has a whole bunch of resources on as well. And then our YouTube is like gold. Oh my gosh. My boyfriend, Ryan Lowry, he does Keto 101. Jacob Wilson. If you want to see some hot, nerdy doctors, just go on our Keto 101 website, YouTube, and have fun with that. I've done that several times. Our Pruvit TV app is really awesome too. Those boys are also featured on our Pruvit TV app. But there's also, you know, our Inspire On videos, our, you know, Keto 101, things about product, researchers, doctors, all of the things. Go download that. It's like Netflix. Like, you go down the rabbit hole. They really should have like a thing, hey, are you still watching? And then our Pruvit Pulse app is really awesome as well. That actually notifies you of our 15% off sale, which is going on right now, and it is June 20th. So if you were listening to it after this recording after June 20th, I'm sorry, Charlie, you missed out. But that being said, you can download that so you don't miss on anything like that. So I'm going to go over the compensation plan. So if this isn't for you, just close your ears. But if you want to get paid, open wide, okay? So really what our compensation plan is this rinse and repeat plan, okay? I've been in for 2.5 years, and I can't tell you like levels and like downline, upline, like I have no freaking idea. This is what I do every month to be successful. So our community sells over 100,000 ketones per month. This is what we do. We share our ketone conversation. We share our experiences, our 5 and 10 day packs, and then people go to our website and order. When people go to our website and order, that goes to GoPro. You hit GoPro, new volume, every month. There's qualifications, which we can go into a deeper dive, but basically it's GoPro. In your first 14 days when you sign up, you actually get a GoPro Go Fast bonus of $250 plus commissions, as you can see on this side right here. So when you first sign up as a promoter, pay that $37 fee, you get eligible to our GoPro bonus system. Then in your last 14 days of the 30, you get to MVP. There's qualifications for that, as you can see right here. And then you get a Go MVP bonus as well. Then you go All-Star. You show other people in your community how to share GoPro Go MVP. And then you go All-Star, which means that you have six MVPs under you within 100 and some days, and rinse and repeat. You become a GoPro Go MVP factory, and then you make money, okay? Also, when you sign up with an experience pack, which I will go into in a little bit, this is the potential income you could make. So I don't know about you, but $2,300 extra a month is mind-blowing money for sure. Would relieve a lot of stress. I know when I hit this, I was like, holy cannoli, keto cannoli, of course. I can't believe that the money was there. And it really was just an amazing life, eye-opening experience for me, because I really knew I had something, and I really knew I wanted to run with this, okay? So how to get started. So our 5 and 10 day experiences is really the best way to get started. Whether you are joining as a promoter or not, you want to have these 5 or 10 day experiences on hand so that you can give them to people to try a mix of our flavors. So if you've never had one of these before, get with your promoter who invited you here so you can try for a 5 or 10 day, okay? But these are really the basis of our business. So that's the number one way to get started. And then 2, once you have your experience, you want to sign up for our Smart Chip discount program. So our discount program, you get 22% off per month. You don't have to wait and hope to God that it's the end of the month, there's a sale or whatever. You're always getting 22% off no matter what at the end, whenever your Smart Chip runs, okay? You can cancel that. You don't need to give your firstborn. You don't need to make phone calls. You don't need to like chop off your arm to get your Smart Chip changed. You can cancel at the touch of a button. It's very easy in our back office. You just press cancel, or you can change the flavors. A lot of people always ask if you can change the flavors. Yes, of course you can change your flavor. You can add, you can subtract. If something is a little bit out of your budget, you can reduce down just to keep that Smart Chip on. So you can throw on maybe a box of Mitoplex or something that's a little bit cheaper in order to keep that consecutive Smart Chip running. So you get a free box of product on your 4th month. So that is the one way that you get free product, is by staying on that Smart Chip for 4 months in a row. So on your 4th month, you're able to get free ketones. They just send you a surprise box. Then that actually also unlocks you for our 2 friends referral program where you get your ketones for free. So I'm going to explain this in here. I really hate that photo. We're going to change it, but I was desperate at the moment when I was creating that slide. Super cheesy. We don't look like that. We actually kind of, half the time rock the homeless look, but that's all right. Myself included. So our Smart Chip discount program. So this just means, number 1, you become a Smart Chip customer. The only way to really get the referrals in your smart chip for free is to have a smart chip on. So that's number one. Number two is refer to people. You want to attract them to you and connect them to the resources. Add them to our Facebook group or whoever you're working with Facebook group. Tag them in the information. But if you really want to do this and you really want to refer to people, just get back with whoever invited you into this Zoom and say, hey, I really want to get to people. Can you show me how to do it? We will set you up with a social media post. We will get you comfortable with whatever avenue. It doesn't necessarily need to be social media, but 99% of the time we do. But if you're more comfortable, belly to belly, we'll teach you how to do that too. We have systems in place on how to do this by not being a weirdo. But when you do refer those two people who are on SmartShip with you, you get to earn the average of those 2 referral orders. So if somebody orders a box of cream and a box of nat, and then somebody else orders just a box of nat, you're gonna get the average of that to cover your SmartShip per month, okay? And then those Pruvit bucks, those, coupons are deposited into your account, and then once your SmartShip runs, it will pull from that balance instead of charging your card. All you have to do is pay taxes and shipping. Everybody with me so far? I'm throwing a lot at y'all. All right, cool. So number 3, how to get started. You can join as a promoter. So what I absolutely love about this is you can get started. We'll meet you where you're at. There's a whole bunch of different ways to join as a promoter. So the first way is to, 1, pay that $37. You pay that $37. It's for 1 year. There's no monthly fee. There's no monthly purchase. You don't have to buy a whole bunch of product if you don't want to. It is what it is. Like $37 gets you to be a promoter, and then you start earning commissions on your sales. So what do you get in addition with that $37? You get the tools, you get the trainings, you get the resources, you get the collaborations. We do these types of Zooms weekly. You work with your team. It's just a really awesome experience. You get community. You also get self-development and access to all of our events, which is freaking awesome as well, because plugging into those events, we just got back from one. I am just supercharged and fired up since we've been home. It's really kickstarted my business. Yep, Cassie, Kat had a great breakthrough there too. But you really do get all of that, and it's obviously cheaper than a GoDaddy website, okay? So that's the first thing. That's the way to get started, just becoming a promoter. But then there's other ways to really set yourself up for success. And this is the best way. This is really to start with product to share, because like I said earlier, those 5 and 10-day experiences really are the best way to get started. So how do you get started? How do you get a whole bunch of product on hand? So the first way to get really started is the Nat Experience Pack. You get 200 packets of ketones, which is 20 10-day experiences. You can break them down into 5-day experiences as well, but we really do encourage like the 10-day experience. You get 40 Maui Punch, you get 40 Splash, you get 40 Raspberry Lemonade, you get 40 Lime Time, and you get 40 Heart Tart. Yes, it is $1,300, but guess what? You sell that experiences back and you make that money back. Not only that, do you not only get the 200 servings, but you get double direct, which basically means it's more commission in your first 30 days. You get all of those bonuses that I showed you in the comp plan, and you get extra commissions in your first 30 days. Not after your 30 days, you get paid rank 5. In MLM speak, that just means you're getting paid at a mid-level executive. So if you sign people up, you're getting paid way more. So if that's not feasible, I get it. I had a freaking heart attack when I did it. And it just really was what it was, but I did see the income potential, so that is why I dove right in. I know it. I had literally drained my entire bank account and put a second one on my credit card because things were going so crazy. Not here to say like go open credit cards and get in debt, but what I am saying is that you have to start somewhere. So if that's not feasible for you, we have our Nat Mini Experience Pack. It does not come with our bonus and double direct or the rank 5 pass, but it will give you 10 10-day experiences to really kickstart your business. It is something that you can do. That being said, if you can't do that, you can just pay the $37 and get a couple boxes and start with where you are financially able. Just get with whoever invited you here, tell them your budget of how you want to get started, and we'll get you started. But in addition, today only, until midnight for the next couple hours, there's 15% off all products, including the experience packs. So that means if you buy the experience pack at $1,100 and you sell all 200 packs, you make a profit of $200 You literally make $200. That doesn't include your bonuses. That doesn't include your commissions. That just means that if just by selling the kit, you make $200 right away. Same goes with the 651, but listen, math gives me anxiety, so you all figure that stuff out for yourself. But you do make profit if you buy the experience pack today before midnight. Or again, if that's not where you want to go, you pay the $37, you buy a couple boxes that fit into your budget so you can make up a couple 5 and 10 day experiences and start sharing it with your friends. But here's the deal. We want you to get in where you fit in. Again, if that's not in your budget or you're just here to get your ketones for free, that's okay. We just want you to get started. We want you in our community. We want you on our team. We really want to work with you to share this ketone conversation because we are super passionate about it. Just remember too, if this is something that, you really kind of are having, like, you're scared and nervous. We all started there between scared and nervous. It was the best decision that we ever made. But if you continue to do the same thing over and over again, if work sucks for you and you don't like it and you feel like you're driving in a car and you're just trapped in that box, and then you go to a box and then you feel like you're living your whole life to end up in a box, well, if you keep having those same actions, you're going to get the same results. So it really is about taking a chance and starting this ketone conversation with other people. And you'll probably be like the rest of us promoters who bought into this business and really just got started. And now we're all making money just by simply being ourselves. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate everyone listening. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to end this recording. So thank you for listening. I'm going to open it up to questions, and that is it.